Most language learners are improving their listening the wrong way, and it's not your fault. I went from not understanding casual conversations in Mandarin to doing PhD research in the language, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it in this video. Struggling with listening isn't because you're lazy, it's not because you don't try hard enough, it's because you haven't adopted a systematic approach. So let's fix that. The first thing I did was watch a ton of TV with subtitles. Yes, with subtitles. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that cheating? No, because subtitles for me were just a crutch to lean on when I needed them. You see, because when you don't know a word, with subtitles you can look it up instantly instead of wasting time guessing what the characters are. So I watched an absolute ton of Chinese TV shows with a simple goal, to get to the point where I near enough understood anything. And to do that, every time I saw a new word that I thought was useful and needed to be learnt, I looked it up and added it to Anki, and then kept on watching. Over time, my vocabulary started exploding. If you're learning Mandarin, I really recommend starting with 家有儿女. It's simple, daily life content, perfect for learners. This method is called intensive listening. And yes, it's intense, it's tough, time-consuming, and sometimes frustrating. But here's the thing, it works. If you do this, your listening and vocabulary will improve faster than you ever imagined. But there's a catch, and this is important. If you only do intensive listening, you'll hit a wall. Why? Because you'll start relying too much on subtitles. And that's a trap, so you need to combine this with something else. That something else is extensive listening. I started listening to podcasts as much as I could, walking, cooking, even exercising. The key? Don't stress about understanding every word. Just focus on catching as much as you can. In intensive listening, the goal is to try and get to the point where you've understood nearly 100% of what's said. In extensive listening, the goal is to rack up hours of listening where you just catch as much as you can and enjoy it. The great thing about this is you can literally do it anywhere, anytime. Here's a quick tip for you. Listen to the same podcast episode multiple times, spaced out by weeks or months. Every time you'll notice new words, phrases, and gain a deeper understanding of what's being said. Do this and your progress will become more tangible and you'll learn a lot. But I found with extensive listening, I would regularly overestimate how much I really understood, and even occasionally zone out. I mean, when you think about it, when you just listen, it's really easy to zone out. There's no pressure, no consequences when you miss something. And that's when I realised something absolutely mind-blowing. Speaking practice can skyrocket your listening skills. Hear me out. When you speak or do shadowing, chorusing, this kind of practice, imitating what you hear, you have to process sounds and meaning instantly. Your brain can't cheat yourself into thinking you understood when you didn't, because you have to respond in real time. Zoning out or not truly understanding has real consequences, as though someone sat there staring at you waiting for you to respond. And this little bit of pressure to really understand is exactly what builds true comprehension. You have to process sounds and meaning deeply and respond instantaneously. This active engagement trains your brain to catch more details and understand faster. So I found the more conversation practice I did, the better my listening skills got. There's another secret ingredient to this systematic plan I want to share with you that you've probably never even considered before. But before I do, I've made a 7-day free email course that will skyrocket your Mandarin listening skills. Go and check it out, link in the description. The secret ingredient is living your life in Mandarin, training your ability to do everything in the language. Here's the truth, most people can't understand as much as they want because they're thinking in their native language. To fix this, start narrating your life in Mandarin, even small things like I'm making breakfast, I'm walking to the shops, I'm reading this article. And so I did this, and as well as this, I started doing things in the language too. I went bowling in Mandarin, I went to the cinema in Mandarin, I played basketball in Mandarin. Back in my youth, I even went clubbing in Mandarin. So talk to yourself, think to yourself, make Mandarin your default mental language and have regular outings in the language. And once you do this, you'll be living your life in Mandarin. The more you immerse your mind, the easier listening becomes. Eventually, comprehension just starts to feel effortless, almost automatic.